Good morning, friends. This morning thought is success is the sum of small efforts repeated in and in day in day out. I repeat, success is the sum of small efforts repeated in day in day out. What does it mean? That consistency in work results in success. If you are consistent in your work, definitely you are going to reap the success in life. The quote, success the sum of a small efforts repeated day in and day out, means that massive achievement do not happen overnight. It requires continuous and consistent effort day by day. Instead of giving a huge, effort one day, just add small efforts every day. Do a little every day, a little bit of, make a habit, daily habits, that you are consistent in your work. If the result of consistency is always positive, tiny improvements that compound over time, that has a great power. The philosophy is very effective. The children who study throughout the year, they don't bother about any exam. The aspirants who have been preparing for GATE, UPSC, civil service exam, or NEET and JEE, they do not study only for a period of time. They are studying throughout the year and they are mastering their concept day by day. So when you are consistent in your effort, if you are putting little effort every day, it will become a gigantic effort. Ultimately, it will eventually become a gigantic effort. But if you are working for a few days and you have forgotten, some days you are just having no care about consistency of work, you are just sleeping, that will not result in positivity. The power of compounding is always positive, just like interest. So if you are depositing in fixed deposit a very small amount, let us say you have deposit 1 lakh, and it will compound to 1,40,000 in 5 years. So that means you have earned 40,000 in 5 years out of investment, a small amount, 1 lakh. Similarly, if you let it be for another 5 years, 1 lakh will become 2 lakhs. So it will compound to a big amount. In the similar way, it gets multiplied. It is just like geometric progression. Interest in bank account, small daily efforts multiplied 1%, 2%, 6%, 7%. It is just like that. And ultimately, it becomes something like 10%, 20%. So it is just like compound interest. Overcoming overwhelming problems. Sometimes you will be overwhelmed. Looking at a massive goal can feel you little bit paralyzed. So don't look at a very massive goal. Start with, make a small achievements and add it to a big achievement. For example, if you have mastered one concept, give a test, assess yourself how much you are scoring in that concept. Another day, another concept, another theory, another exercise, and then within a month you will be able to assess 30 chapters, and 30 assessment will add to a massive test. Then you will go for a huge bulk of tests for all the chapters all together. So when you are mastering chapter by chapter, concept by concept, it will multiply to a very big effort, and when you sit for the final exam, you will feel that you are very comfortable in answering and scoring better marks. So it is consistency and effort that matters more than having massive goal. Don't always try to have a massive goal. Break down into small manageable task. You see, the parents are always advised that they should make the children a small assignments every day, and they should not give a overload of assignment. The same way, educators and teachers are advised to give a small task every day. It's not a big task that, yes, complete all 100 questions. Why 100 questions? Why not to finish 10 questions and master the concept? 10 questions in one concept is good enough. So when you are building system over goals, it is more important focusing on system rather than goal. System is that you must be consistent in your work. Consistency in work is very important. This is what we call building systems over goal, focusing on the daily effort, the process rather than the end result. Many of them only see the end result. Building long lasting discipline, that is, if you are doing it as a habit, even on days you all fail to reach a milestone, the habit of trying keeps a momentum alive. So keep trying. To read more about the science of daily habits, you have to go for the science of exploring the insights. See, when atomic habits, the psychological result are added together, there are, if you read about Harvard Business Principle, Harvard is a great institution, and then it is known for the business principle. You will realize that they have believed in adding a small efforts every day. See, there are corporate sectors who have become corporate sectors not in a day. It has taken several years for them. They have put a small effort, increasing sometimes one department, making another more effective, and added another dimensional effort in that department, and then making manufacturing and you may call it shipment, consignment, very corresponding, that whatever they are manufacturing they are exporting, whatever they are importing they are manufacturing, and then they are exporting. So manufacturing, importing, manufacturing and exporting. In the similar manner, if your efforts are cumulative, consistent, it will be compounded to a big success. And that is what I said, that success is the sum total of small efforts done every day and day out. And that is what is the secret of success. Thank you. Have a nice morning.